Hi everybody, I'm Debbie Sprouse. Welcome to the third part of our course module. This is the ELA component. As you've probably noticed by now, our course was designed as a collaborative course between math and language arts, and I'm taking care of the language arts component of the course. So as my peers worked on the math concepts with the students and getting the students to create their final project for math, which is to create a light screen based on Frank Lloyd Wright's designs, the ELA part is supporting that by having the students create a research project on Frank Lloyd Wright, as well as demonstrating the steps that they've gone through to create their project in their math class. So our final component for language arts is that research project, and what I'm going to be showing you in this module are some of the steps the students are going to take to create that project. Now, we've only covered in the language arts component weeks 1 through 3 because Professor Wiggins said we didn't have to do the entire backward design lesson that we came up with, but just so show some of the components of that backward design. So I've organized mine in such a way that you can see that they're going to be doing some reading in the course. Week 1, they're going to be doing some grammar rules and tips. So if you click on this, you'll see the graphic organizer that I created for the students, as well as a PowerPoint that they will use to take notes and get some background knowledge of, grammar and get some solid foundation there. Also in week 1, they'll do some work with capitalization, and they're going to have a discussion post to do with that to get the conversation started between them and their peers. And then at the end, they'll take a quiz to see how well they understand and remember the concepts that they did. Okay, then in week 2 actually starts the research. They'll be doing some reading on Frank Lloyd Wright. So if you click here, you'll see the link that I created and a graphic organizer that I created that gives the students choice from about 5 articles, and they'll choose 2 of those to read and take notes on, or I'm sorry, 3 of those to start doing their research for Frank Lloyd Wright. And then also in week 2, they're going to add to their grammar knowledge by doing clauses. So they will be, let's see here, they'll be watching video on clauses, and the video was done by Khan Academy. And again, they'll use that graphic organizer to take some really good organized notes. I don't know about you all, but if I don't give my students graphic organizers with explicit directions for what to do, they will take terrible notes. And so here's just a little demonstration of what I did. So they'll watch the video, they'll use their grammar organizer, and so they'll just go here and they'll see this video from Khan Academy that does a fabulous job in explaining and giving really good information on dependent clauses. All right, so let's go back here and back down to my module. Okay, and then in week 3, the students will do their video research on Frank Lloyd Wright. So I will just quickly click here. Oh, I'm sorry, and this is the discussion post that they'll do. So they'll post a comment about something interesting that they learned about Frank Lloyd Wright, and then they have to comment on at least 2 of their peers in order to get that discussion going. Just very much like what we're doing in all of the courses that we're doing for our program here. So let's go to where I was trying to take you, which is not the discussion, but which is the watch. So for week 3, they'll do Frank Lloyd Wright and his light screen. So there is a graphic organizer that the students will use, and I will show you just quickly. I like to force them to make a copy because that way their document turns into one that they can write in. So here's what they would do. They would choose at least 2 of these 4 videos to watch and then use the graphic organizer to collect their information. Now, students that really want to go above and beyond can choose more than 2 of these to view. They can do all of them, but they're only required to watch 2. So that's one way, again, of differentiating or, helping those students that want to just continue on to have that ability, but keeping it doable for the students that might be struggling. All right, and then they will create that graphic organizer, or they will use that graphic organizer. Okay, so let's go back down here. Just one more moment. And again, they will, I'm sorry if I hadn't said it, they will take a quiz on clauses as well. So these are just some of the components that are built in to help the students get to that place where they can write that research paper. And then we just have, of course I did my badge, and then you will do your survey right down here. Well, I hope you enjoyed looking at our course. I'm sure we're going to enjoy looking at all of the wonderful things you guys have been working on in your courses as well. Well, this is Debbie Sprouse signing out. See you later. Bye-bye.